What is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with Marvel Strike Force's newest character here, and being Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel Hardlight. As you can see, she is going to be rounding out the Secret Defenders team, bringing a lot of supportive capabilities in regards to providing barrier. She's going to be removing negatives as well as booting charges from incoming attacks to apply to heal, and as well as even adding more barrier on top of that. So you bet for today we're going to be taking a look at her kit, assess her Iso-8 preemptively as well, especially opening her Red Star Orbs to take advantage of obviously these opportunities where there is a promotional effect in play. Having said that, guys, let's get right to it. So first and foremost, I always like to double check that to make sure her Red Star promotion is in effect. So you can do that by actually clicking on the Red Star Orb itself, and if you go ahead, hit I for additional details, scroll to the bottom, and you are going to be able to at least see that her effect here, the 15%, is live and in play. So we're good to go here to start opening orbs. So I mean, always urge you guys, always just budget. Make sure you guys are having a target in mind. Oh my goodness, got super excited there. I thought it was going to be Miss Marvel. Unfortunately, the duplicate already on Omega Red. But we'll keep going today. Let's see how our luck does today in terms of these elites. And we may or may not open up some higher elites, depending on how we do today. So I mean, this is always a great opportunity to take advantage. And keep in mind, guys, even getting a 4 is good enough, because you can easily upgrade it from a 4 to 5 with just a pretty efficient cost of 150 of the silver credits. So not a big deal. That's kind of what I'm gunning for today, because generally the 4 shards yellow is free to play generally from all the events we've seen in the past, and that's definitely what there we go, got the 4 right there. So I'm pretty happy with that. May open some more later, but honestly I think a 4 is gonna be solid in her, especially her kit and what she's gonna do for a lot of the teams plug and play. So there you guys have it. That's my elite right there. So good luck with your guys' Red Star pulls. Of course, we're gonna now take a look at her kit in more detail. Here we go. So starting things off, her Teenage SmackDown is her basic ability, and as you can see, she's going to be attacking the primary target for percentage damage. In addition to that, gaining the charge, and we're going to see exactly what that charge mechanic is going to be doing for her kit overall. As we level this ability up, what's notable is that she is going to be able to add a barrier for herself, and that's going to be based on the HP of her percentage. So I mean, obviously having a higher red on her, you're going to be getting a larger barrier to obviously soak up damage and be that protector that's intended for this team synergy. I would not recommend T4ing and utilizing the materials for level 7, just because it adds a bit of damage, but I mean, it's just not game changing enough to go from level 6 to level 7. So save on the resources there. You definitely do not need to max out the basic there. Special is called Downvolt. So she's essentially going to be attacking the primary targets for percentage damage. On top of that, she's also going to be copying and clearing those 2 random positive effects. And this, however, does not include taunt in that mix, but as well, after using this special, kind of similar to what we've seen with the original Miss Marvel, she's also going to be gaining taunt as well. So as we level this ability up, she's going to be giving fellow defense up and regen to her allies. And what I like about this is the fact that it doesn't specifically just target Secret Defenders, it's anybody on the team. It also cleanses random negative effects, so I love the fact that it's like a buff and a cleanser. A barrier is going to get added for 10% of the HP, and as we keep increasing this, you can see that the spread positive effects are actually going to get shared across the Secret Defender and Captain Marvel allies. Defense app lasting for 2 turns, as well as regen additionally being added. So I mean, there's just so much to say about this ability, and given the fortitude it's going to provide for any team synergy. More specifically though, obviously the Secret Defenders are going to get some much needed buffs there. Lastly, with the T4, she actually clears barrier on the primary target with some notable damage, and in arena specifically, Safeguard is actually going to be applied up to a maximum of 2 for both herself and Secret Defender allies. So I mean, honestly, this is just such a powerful ability in itself already. I would recommend just bringing it up all the way to the max level, even if you're not planning to use her in the arena team. The fact that it clears barrier on the primary target, as well as adding a 70% uptick in damage, for sure it's worth it.
Hard Light Slam is her ultimate ability, and she's going to be flipping the taunt defense down on all enemies. She's also going to be attacking the primary and adjacent targets for percentage damage, on top of reducing the speed bar on arena defense. So this is where it gets interesting of a dynamic being slotted on defense. She's attacking the enemy with the highest speed and ignoring their taunt, and as well as hitting the adjacent targets and also reducing the speed bar. So an interesting dynamic there in terms of that shift from arena offense to defense. She's also going to gain taunt, so kind of similar to her special, and as well gaining that additional 1000% uptick in focus for this attack, ensuring that this usually will hit then. As we level this ability up, it's kind of similar to the special that we've seen. Defense up and regen's going to actually apply both to herself and Secret Defender allies. This one is more targeted on her fellow team traits as opposed to the special, where it's more of a broad base of allies, right? She's going to be cleansing, once again, negative effects from herself. This one seems to only just focus on herself until we actually bring it up in terms of the upgrades. So additional damage, Secret Defender allies and Captain Marvel allies are going to get barrier, additional damage there, defense up, regen, and like I said here, with the T4 upgrades in arena specifically, it's very, very similar to the special as well, where she is actually going to be applying safeguard again to herself and Secret Defender allies. So both the special and the ultimate, adding the safeguard is really big because it ensures that these buffs are going to stay put and they're not going to be taken away, right? So for that reason, guys, I mean, I love how both her special and her ultimate does damage, as well as be able to, cleanse negative conditions, able to, inflict some defense up and regen by adding that to the team, bolstering it, and as well, obviously giving them the much needed safeguard, which ensures that their buffs stay put. Very, very strong abilities, guys, especially as a protector. This is exactly kind of what you're looking for, and actually very, very versatile in Dark Dimension 6, as this can be actually applied outside the arena stages, which is really big, especially with her special benefiting a lot of her fellow allies are not categorized as Secret Defenders. Superfan is her passive, so we'll finally get into the nitty-gritty of how the charge mechanic works. So on spawn, she's going to get the speed up bar for 10% for each Secret Defender ally. She's also going to bury herself and defend her allies for 10%, as well as applying defense up as well and giving that again. So almost it's just so many benefits going to the defenders. On attack, she's going to gain charges. So on any turn, if she does have 5 or more charges, she's going to be using those charges and actually healing for 20% of her HP. When an enemy becomes empowered, she's also going to be gaining taunt. So I mean, this specifically can target Apocalypse when he utilizes an empowered state, so that way she can be the target of that. And I think this is what's going to shake things up, obviously, in the arena meta. It's going to be able to kind of focus away and protect the team that's needed, and really ensure that Apocalypse is aimed for her. As well, when she or any Secret Defender ally does drop below that percentage threshold, she's going to be clearing her taunt for the first time and applying regen to that character. And Safeguard does prevent taunt from being able to be cleared. So that is a disclaimer note there. As we level this ability up, guys, that 20% HP is going to get increased to the heal, as well as gaining additional armor. When the enemy becomes empowered, she's also going to be barrier, adding to that supplementation and protection. So I think that's a really notable impact. I mean, it's really targeting those empowered enemies. So that's really, really big, to be honest. And we've never seen this kind of technical dynamic in the game. So that's a first for everything, and that's going to give her that value as part of that arena team. When they do become empowered as well, she's additionally healing again, more barrier being added. With the T4 upgrade and bringing it up to the max level, additional barrier on spawn, as well as additional armor for herself and Secret Defender allies. And what's even more notable, in arena specifically, gaining a whopping 50% max HP. So, I mean, again, even if you're not planning to bring her up for arena, I think this ability is still worth T4 just because of the barrier on spawn and that notable 25% armor. I mean, she's just really making her Secret Defender allies tankier, stronger, the defensive supportive capabilities. And I love the fact that she can be benefiting allies that are not labeled as Secret Defenders as well. So her special, her ultimate, her passive, really, really big abilities that I would upgrade to the max, even if you're not playing, bring her into arena. She's a strong standalone character for sure. And with her Iso-8, guys, guys, it really does make sense to do a couple things, right? If you want to make her even tankier, I think a Fortify would actually make her into a beast to be able to keep soaking damage. It would emphasize and, you know, add additional fortifier barrier aspects to her build, which just makes her honestly harder to kill. Or I would opt for a Skirmisher. A Skirmisher will allow her abilities, you know, she already has high focus with the ultimate, but the Skirmisher will allow her to actually add vulnerabilities. And as she's doing, you know, and the assisted attacks and so forth, she's able to actually partake and strip away positive buffs as well. Her mechanic being able to already copy and clear, that focus is going to be much needed for that. It ensures that she is able to do that effectively and successfully. But yeah, that's a wrap for today, guys. That is essentially the Miss Marvel Kamala Khan Hardlight version. So let me know what you guys think. This character is definitely a strong suited for Secret Defenders. Good luck in your guys' rest of our orbs. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.